He's been very effective tonight. Get them focused back on what they're supposed to be doing here.
Schroeder with the serve. Pelletier with a nice pass. Bravo. And again, sparkling example as to why Eric Paul is so key to that team. And with Schroeder having to play in the back row for the one service rotation, you see how dynamic Eric Pauley is to their team.
Yeah, Alberto Bravo jumped so high, he kind of looked around, wasn't able to get a real good swing at that ball and decided to just tip it and make Schroeder try to make a play, and he just came up short on that one. He's trying to get his troops going there. Schroeder's doing a tremendous job physically and emotionally for the team here tonight.
Palumbo with the serve, Lamb with the pass. Sullivan again trying to find a swerve right now. Can't do it.
Yep, little low on that set, but he gave a good run at that. Great dig
Eric
by
Pauley. And can you say Falcone? And Rowell. Rowell with absolutely slamming the ball into the ground in frustration.
Yep, he's losing his cool a little bit. Very uncharacteristic there. Very uncharacteristic. Our guys are losing their cool, and that's not what Coach Carson wants to see. They need to just settle down, nice and relaxed. Officials talking to him a little bit about that.
That's a smart play by the officials, and,
yeah,
and that's one of those things that you don't see very often is the official talking to the player, trying everything within his power not to give him the yellow card.
Einhorn's trying to fire up his troops there. Yeah, that was a great job. They're not going to be yelling at him about that. They're glad they didn't give him a card there. The official doing a little preventative maintenance there and just keeping things under control. Great swing by Austin Einhorn there. I think that's where they want to try to go here right now and see if they can get themselves back in this game.
There you see Sullivan back to serve.
Perfect pass by Nally.
Justin Lamb with the dig.
An opportunity here, opportunity for a point.
Sullivan cannot.
Wow.
Cannot put it away, and Falco, look what I found.
Just can't buy one. That was a great swing down the line, and wow.
And you see Coach Carson edging his team on, but not really disappointed with that swing.
No, that was a beautiful swing. Harrison was probably at the 28-foot line. Great dig on that ball. Not much you can say about that.
Einhorn, nice play, but Sullivan taking it in the chops right there.
Springfield defense is on fire right now. We talked about how important offense is, and the defense will win those championships. And right now, if Springfield continues to play defense like that, they're going to have themselves a championship.
All right, you're Charlie Sullivan right now. How do you corral your team and get something across to them right now?
For Charlie's team?
Yeah, for Charlie's team.
Yeah,
they can't even sit down, let me tell you right now.
Yeah, Charlie's a pretty level guy. I think he's going to let them enjoy this here for a few minutes. He hasn't even really talked to them yet. He's kind of talking to his assistant coaches, figuring out what they want to go. Probably smart on his part. Let them, kind of feel that with each other. Let them celebrate that moment. Now he's going to gather them around, and, he's loving this 5-point lead here right now. And their defense is just, he's got to be thrilled. Their defense has been awesome. They're just sticking everything, popping it up. And Santa Cruz is getting a little frustrating. They keep popping it up, and Santa Cruz comes back, swings harder, and they keep popping it up. So Coach Carson, clapping for his guys, talking to them a little bit. They're talking to each other now. Very experienced team here. See if they can keep their wits about them. Eric Rowell has to do his job here now. Keep his wits about him. Keep them calm down. Get them some clean swings here. And even if, I'm sure, Jonah talked to him, even if they get the dig, stay calm, stay in the rally. Make a smart play. Go for a hand. Go for, a piece of that block.
Let me tell you, the value of that Eric Paul and Alex Harrison have shown in this game has been tremendous.
Tremendous. I mean, maybe most valuable. That little change up there from Lacavera, probably just what the doctor ordered there.
Lacavera, steady as she goes.
That was a big kill, for Santa Cruz coming out of that timeout. So let's see if Lacavera can see if Santa Cruz can play some of their patented defense here.
Santa Cruz trailing by 4, 21-17, and Sullivan a little too upright on defense.
Yeah,
he's shown the door.
He's a big guy there. Falcone got on top of that ball and just slammed it down. Sullivan just seems frustrated, doesn't he? Just seems like he just needs something to go his way to get him turned around right now. It just hasn't happened yet.
Pelletier with a nice serve, and Einhorn out the back.
Woo. Carson was holding his breath on that one, or maybe he was blowing that ball to get that ball to go deep.
Einhorn and Schroeder been the story of the match for the Santa Cruz Banana Slugs.
They're going to need some blocks here right now. They're going to need some defense. It's tough to dig these Springfield hitters, see if they can shut them down at the net.
22-18, Springfield on top. Alberto Bravo.
Justin Lamb kind of throws his hands up. You know, they have some body language out there that you don't really like to see. He's putting his hands up like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Very confused on the block.
You know, he just went over him. I mean, that's okay, but you just don't like to see that. You don't want to see him giving the other team any kind of pump up there that they're confused or frustrated.
Falcone missing the serve.
Boy,
23-19. Springfield up here in set number 3.
Thank you card on that one. That was a ill-timed miss for Falcone, but Santa Cruz is happy about that. They're going to have to get to business here.
A strong lineup for him right now with Rowell in the back row and Sullivan coming up to the front row. Harrison, tough serve off the ceiling.
Opportunity here, opportunity.
Eric Pauly with a great set. Sullivan, and we have a net violation.
Switched it up a little bit, kept Sullivan on the outside that time. Justin Lamb stayed on the right side. Maybe that'll get Sullivan going here now.
Net violation right there on Alberto Bravo, leading to a 23-20 score here in set number 3.
Switching it up again. They're putting Sullivan on Bravo. Nice dig.
Nice dig by Raul. Pauly getting Lamb the ball. Transition struggling right there because they're out of system. See Pauly with another great play. Great dig by Harrison, with Shoemaker keeping the ball in play. And, oh, that ball's got to be up there by La Cavera, because that is why X gets the square right there.
Wow, defense from Springfield. Phenomenal floor defense. Sullivan just hitting the ball as hard as he can into Palumbo. And, wow. Wow, they're just putting on a clinic right now on the Springfield side for defense. And you can see the frustration mounting on the side of Santa Cruz here. The guys are just slugging away and just not having a lot of success right now.
What really dictated that play was La Cavera had a poor free ball pass, meaning the ball had to go outside.
Right.
And with that size block, that's not going to work out.
That's not going to work out. Even with Sullivan out there taking a rip at it, the block was ready and waiting.
Bravo back to serve. Springfield leading 24-20 here in set number 3. Eric Pauly, good play right there to get the ball up to the setter.
Nice swing by Sullivan off the block, out of bounds that time. Good pass, though. Set that up there. Block couldn't just camp out and wait for him.
Sullivan, a tremendous swing, having him swing from the outside maybe to try and get some energy flowing.
Yep, Justin Lamb. We need some good serves here.
Justin Lamb, heavy ball right on Harrison. Free ball opportunity.
Yep, here we go. Chance to score.
La Cavera,
they're begging
nothing,
for a call.
begging for, oh, and we have an overrule by the up official, Julie Vogt, getting some help from her down official.
From our angle, it sure didn't look like a touch, but that ball did kind of go off on a angle there, so it's very likely they got one. He was pretty convinced. They got the call.
Justin Lamb missing the serve right there, but he did pick up a point, 25-22.
Yep.
Springfield up on the Santa Cruz Banana Slugs.
He's a little disappointed he missed that one, though. I think just take a little bit of time. Just take a little bit of time. Let him think about that one for a minute. Stats in this game are incredibly close.
You see Pauly struggling a little bit on the serve
Sullivan.
right there. And a shot by Lamb. Lamb struggling here.
Yeah, he is. This has been a tough game for him. A lot of the shots are going deep. He's talking to himself a little bit. You know, he's a shot player right now here, and with their out of system like that, that's tough for him.
26-22, Springfield ahead.
Springfield is definitely forcing the action with their defense and their play right now.
La Cavera, solid and steady.
Yeah, the freshman doing a tremendous job keeping him in and trying to keep him 9 kills for him.
Here you see Darren Sy coming into the ball game, coming in for Schroeder. Defensively, an upgrade and as consistency from a service standpoint, although Schroeder has been very good from the service line.
Austin Einhorn, Brad Sullivan going to have to get up and try to get a block. They may try to go over La Cavera here. They're going to, Santa Cruz defense is going to have to lock it down here. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Darren Sy, what are you in for? You're in to serve, and missing the serve is not going to help your cause any.
That wasn't even close, unfortunately. I'm sure he's disappointed with that effort. Jonah gives him a pat on the back. You know, you got a good job by him. You know, you got to keep him up. He'll get another chance.
This is the rotation that they struggled in last time. Let's see if they can get out of this one quickly. La Cavera, nice swing off the hands.
You know, they kind of had gone away from him. That may be what they need to do. You know, sometimes you have to go where you don't want to go. You got to trust your players, give them a chance, take what the other team's going to give you.
Got to go now if you're UC Santa Cruz.
Gotta
27-24.
Eric Rowell's in the front row. Not necessarily their best blocking group, but Einhorn's up there.
Pelletier, the pass, and uh-oh, Einhorn, look what I found.
Beautiful, beautiful block by Einhorn. Big block.
And look at Coach Carson coaching up the blocking right now.
Yep, he's
look to see if there's a little bit of switch up on this block as Coach Carson really is egging them on.
Big, big block.
Jay Nally with a nice pass. Falcone says, give me the ball.
Yeah, he's just too big for him in there. Just right over Lacavera and Einhorn there. Great swing by the freshman there. Very nice.
Falcone with 4 kills today.
Springfield's offense pretty tough to stop right now.
A little pineapple right there. And Falcone. You cannot stop Falcone. You can only hope to contain him.
They're just going right over the top of Einhorn on that one. He is fired up. Falcone is feeling it right now.
And momentum definitely on the Springfield College Pride side. We're at set point, 29-25. Lacavero with a swing and Shoemaker with a nice dig. Rowell with the swing, Shoemaker making a nice dig again. Alberto Bravo trying to use the block. And I got it, you got it, we got it. Let's hug it out. Let's hug it out.
And hug it out they did, but wow, how about Springfield? I mean, Santa Cruz is doing everything in their power to try to get a kill here. And Springfield just keeps popping the ball up, putting hands up in their face, making them earn. They are just working so hard over there on defense, throwing their bodies around. And Sal Lacavera back there trying to keep him in this game here. Got to get a big defensive stop here.
29-26, Springfield with the advantage. And shocker to us all, Falcone getting the ball again.
He's been unstoppable the last 4 or 5 points. Big kills by him.
What's being said right there by the UC Santa Cruz players? What are they doing?
They're thinking, how are we going to stop this kid? He's going right over the top of us. I saw Coach Carson talking to his assistant coach before that game was over. I'm thinking, with Falcone getting on that run, they're trying to figure out, what can we do to change that up? Because right now things are not going Santa Cruz's way.
If you're Coach Carson, are you thinking about switching possibly your middle blockers?
Possibly, yeah. Maybe switch them up. You got to try to do something at this point. I doubt he'll just go out business as usual here, trying to look at his rotations maybe and see if there's a better matchup he can find. Trying to, try to give his kids something to cling on to, something that feels good and something that they can work for him.
Well, looking at this match, it's really been a slugfest.
Well, the Springfield defense really had Santa Cruz out of whack. They were, arguing over the ref calls. Justin Lamb kind of lost his flow a little bit in there. Sullivan is really yet to, kind of really get going, and the defense just never let up on them. They just couldn't get an easy swing at anything. Sal Lacavera tried to get him back in that game there with some nice swings. Austin Einhorn finally got a couple blocks, but Springfield was just not to be denied. And Falcone, wow, what a way to finish up that set. Now he's in their heads right now. He's in the head of, certainly he'd be in my head if I was the coach of the other team.
You look at Falcone, and Falcone just had himself a tremendous game.
Wow.
It was really unstoppable.
Yeah, biggest guy on the court. For a big kid, long arms, jumps well. He's not playing like a freshman, that's for sure.
That is for sure. And you look at it from set 2 to set 3, he had 5 kills and on 9 swings that game. I mean, he was unstoppable.
When he touched the ball there, it was going down, and with authority. So Austin Einhorn's doing his best. He's probably giving away at least 2 or 3 inches there, and with the arms probably. Falcone's got some long arms, so maybe even more than that. Austin Einhorn's as good a blocker as there is. He's working his tail off trying to slow him down, but just nothing. And they're hitting the ball back to the right side, Sullivan or the setter, which makes it even harder to transition once you get out of that.
And if you look at it, it's very, very balanced stats though, and it's been a slugfest as we've been saying all night. You look at the teams. Springfield is hitting 246 compared to Santa Cruz hitting 233. Yep. You look at from a assist standpoint, Eric Rowell with 40 assists, Shoemaker with 42. I mean, we're talking about 2 very, very balanced teams. 2 of the best, well, obviously the 2 best teams in the country right now.
Yeah, it's just a little thing here or there that's setting them apart. I would have thought for sure that Springfield had more digs, but they do not. Santa Cruz has 4 more digs. So, it's just timing. It's just the little things. That game was another back and forth. till the Justin Lamb. They probably made a few more hitting errors in that game. It felt like, but overall, when